From medicine to jihad, the early transformation of Abu Mohammed al-Jolani. Abu Mohammed al-Jolani, born Ahmed Hussein al-Sharaa, is a name synonymous with the Syrian civil war. Born in 1982 in Saudi Arabia, his early life was seemingly ordinary. Jolani's family returned to Syria in 1989, settling in Damascus. He pursued medical studies, a path that suggested a future far different from the one he would ultimately take. However, Jolani's life took a sharp turn in the early 2000s. He became increasingly drawn to jihadist ideology and the conflict in Iraq. Abandoning his medical studies, he joined the insurgency against American forces, aligning himself with al-Qaeda in Iraq, or AQI. This period proved formative, solidifying his commitment to jihad and bringing him into contact with figures who would shape the future of the Middle East. Jolani's time in Iraq was marked by both ideological immersion and practical experience in warfare. He was captured by U.S. forces and imprisoned in Camp Bucca, a notorious detention center that housed many future jihadist leaders. It was within the confines of Camp Bucca that Jolani likely met Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the future leader of the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or ISIS. This encounter, though brief, would have lasting consequences for both men and the region as a whole. The lessons learned in Iraq, both on the battlefield and in the prison camps, would serve Jolani well in the years to come. He emerged from this period a hardened and experienced jihadist, ready to apply his skills to the burgeoning conflict in his homeland. Rise of a rebel leader, al-Nusra Front, and the Syrian Civil War. The outbreak of the Syrian Civil War in 2011 provided fertile ground for Jolani's ambitions. Returning to Syria, he formed Jabhat al-Nusra, known as the al-Nusra Front, with the support of ISI. Initially, Jolani concealed the group's links to al-Qaeda, presenting it as an indigenous Syrian movement fighting against the Assad regime. Al-Nusra quickly gained notoriety for its battlefield effectiveness and brutal tactics. The group attracted foreign fighters and Syrian rebels alike, becoming a major player in the fight against Assad. Jolani, once a shadowy figure, emerged as a charismatic and ruthless leader, capable of uniting disparate rebel factions under the banner of jihad. However, the alliance between al-Nusra and ISIS proved to be short-lived. In 2013, al-Baghdadi announced the merger of the two groups, a move that Jolani vehemently opposed. He refused to pledge allegiance to al-Baghdadi, leading to a bitter and bloody rivalry between the two jihadist groups. The split with ISIS marked a turning point for Jolani and al-Nusra. Seeking to distance himself from the group's extremist reputation, he formally severed ties with al-Qaeda in 2016 and rebranded al-Nusra as Hay'at Tahrir al-Sham, or HTS. This strategic rebranding was an attempt to portray HTS as a more moderate and nationalist force, focused on the Syrian conflict rather than global jihad.